Let's look at the layout in SwordSearcher and how you can customize it. As you know from the other videos or from using SwordSearcher, there's a Bible panel, a books and dictionaries panel, a commentaries panel, and a search results area where the verse guide and the search results will appear. This is the layout menu button. If you click this down arrow, you get several layout options. Let's look at these. These are the preset layout options. Right now we're looking at Bible on left. Now this is SwordSearcher Classic. It moves the panels into a different configuration. This is what it looked like in SwordSearcher version 4, and a lot of users are very comfortable with this. Let's look at this menu again. The third option is Bible on left with the results on the right and books and commentaries below results. That looks like this. This gives a lot more room to the Bible panel with search results and verse guide up on the top right. And books and dictionaries and commentaries are tabbed together here. You would switch between them like this. I'm going to go back to the Bible on left. What if you want to move these around? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real easy. The first thing you need to do is to select Enable Layout Customization on the Layout menu. This is turned off by default, so we're going to turn it on. Click OK on the information window. And now you can move the panels around. Just click and drag the caption bar like this. I've taken the books and dictionaries panel off of the main window, and now it's floating. If you have multiple monitors, you could even move them to a separate monitor. Notice as I drag the panel, docking targets appear which show me what will happen when I drop the panel there. So for example, I'm going to drop the books and dictionaries panel below the commentaries panel. So now the books and dictionary panel is below the commentaries panel. You can also dock them together. Now they're tabbed. And again, I'm going to move it off of the main window. And here's a tip while you're dragging. If you decide you didn't really mean to do that, you can press the escape button and it will return to the configuration that it was before you started moving it. Now let me show you my layout. This is the way I typically use SwordSearcher. Full screen on one monitor with the Bible panel on the left, search results down here on the middle bottom with the verse guide above, books and dictionary panel here, and commentaries panel here. Now let me show you how to create a layout like this. I'm going to return to Bible on left. And an important thing to note when you start creating a new layout is to only have a single search result panel open. This makes it a lot easier to tell SwordSearcher where you want search results to go when a new search result panel is open. So only have a single search result panel open, and if you use it, the verse guide panel as well. I like to use the verse guide, and the first thing I do is I'll move the verse guide to be to the right of the Bible panel, and then I will take the search results and put them below the verse guide panel. And I'll give this a little bit more space, and likewise here with a little bit more space for the Bible panel. And that's about the way I like to use SwordSearcher for the most part. When you have your layout the way you want it, on the layout menu you want to save it so that you can always come back to it later easily. So there's Save Current Layout. I'll give this one a title, Brandon 2. And now I can switch between, for example, SwordSearcher Classic and go back to Brandon 2. Now I'd like to show you one more thing. There's a feature in SwordSearcher that not too many people know about called clone panels. First I'm going to return to Bible on left. So I've returned to Bible on left to have some space here so I can show you how to work with a clone panel. Now let's say I'm studying Exodus 24 and I want to be free to move everything in SwordSearcher all around but still always have Exodus 24 in front of me. I could do this with a clone panel. There are various ways of opening a clone panel. The most direct way is to right click the panel and select Clone Panel on the pop-up menu. Now SwordSearcher has created an additional panel with Exodus 24 for me right here. And I can drag this off to the side and this will always be open regardless of what I do over here. If If I change the Bible panel to a different verse, I still have Exodus 24 open on the right here. I can use this as a staging area for my study of Exodus chapter 24. You can clone Bible, books and dictionaries, and commentary panels. Again, just right-click and select Clone Panel, and you can continue to create as many of these as you want. So you can see here I've got the Watson Bible Dictionary open to Aaron, and I can continue to go to other books, and this will stay open for me right here. Now, one more tip. If you go to File, Preferences and Settings, and select Layout Options, you can disable this option here. This says Automatically Clone Panels. That's the default setting. So if you disable it, and I'll click OK, the difference is now if I create a clone panel, I'm going to right click and say Clone Panel, it just pops up in front of the previous panel instead of docking it in the search results area. So now I can just move this over wherever I want it without having to pull it out of the search results area. One way I like to use this is with the Treasury of Scripture Knowledge. I'll clone the TSK and put this off on the side, and then I can explore the various cross-references. When you're done with a clone panel, just close it. So I just gave you a quick rundown on the layout customization options in SwordSearcher. They're fully described in the help file, which I do recommend you read if you'd like to customize your layout. Thank you for watching.